going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this video. So there's a plethora of things that we're going to discuss within this video, but I want to first start off by talking about Misa Hilton, who is Diddy's baby mom, and they share a son together by the name of Justin Combs. And it appears that Misa is highly upset how the feds treated not only her son, but Christian Combs during their raid of Diddy's LA mansion. And so she took to Instagram and she posted footage of the actual raid. And this is what she had to say underneath that post. The caption read, "The overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable. If these were the sons of a non-black celebrity, they would have not been handled with the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. Enough is enough. Did Justin need several laser beams from firearms pointed at his chest? Did Christian need a gun pointed at the back of his head while he was handcuffed? How many times have we seen young unarmed black men not make it out of these types of situations alive? My son's attorney, Jeffrey Lynchman, is investigating the excessive use of force, which was unnecessary and certainly not required by this search warrant. We will fight for justice, utilizing every imaginable resource. I'm not with the propaganda."
Hey peoples, and it's your midday Diddy news update. Let's get into it. Misa Hilton slams Homeland Security for raiding Diddy's home with excessive force. Did Justin need laser beams from arms pointed at his chest? No, he didn't. And she's saying she ain't with the BS. So the raid on Diddy's LA home was big. And we all seen the news how they came in. We would have thought they were the army invading a country. And I quote from Misa Hilton, "The overzealous and overly militarized force used against my sons, Justin and Christian, is deplorable." She goes on to say that if these were non-black celebrity children, they would have been handled totally differently. And I cannot say I do not agree with that. She says the attempt to humiliate and terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. She stated Justin had laser beams pointed at his chest and Christian had one to his back. And honestly, I do feel like that's excessive. Now, in my early reports, it was stated that Diddy did have arms at his house. So that probably was one reason why they came in so hard. They were probably trying to prepare for anything and everything. And that probably will be the Fed's defense when she takes this to court. Now, Justin Combs' lawyer, Jeffrey Lynchman, is doing an investigation into the excessive force for this type of warrant. Now, whether Justin has a case, I don't know. You may have to ask Vicky May about that. But what I do know is law enforcement always goes in heavy. Always, no matter what. Especially if it's one of us. On top of that, if they got a tip saying that there were arms in the house, and y'all know what arms are, they would have been prepared, like I said, for anything. But we shall see what happens. I have no idea, but I'm happy she spoke up for her son. All right, bye, peoples.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, do I agree with Misa and her stance on all of this? Of course I do. I don't think that Justin and Christian should have been treated in the fashion that they were by the feds. Now, although I believe that Diddy should be thrown under the jail for the things that he's done to people over the years, I do not condone how the feds ran up on his children and treated them in the fashion that they did. Now, this is the thing. If his kids or if Diddy was of another hue, and you know what I mean by that, I'm pretty sure that they would have been treated differently. They probably would have bought them a Happy Meal or something from Burger King like they gave the kid in South Carolina after he ran up in the church and did what he did to those people, right? What was his name? Dylan Roof. I absolutely agree with that analogy. I think that they did too much. I think that it was over the top. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. And maybe, just maybe, that's the reason why Christian and Justin were laughing. Remember, I did a video about 2 weeks ago stating that my plug had told me that Christian and Justin were actually laughing at the feds. And the feds said, basically, you can keep laughing, but you and your father won't be laughing for long. And so when I think about things in its totality, it makes me wonder if they were nervously laughing, right? So that explains a lot if they were laughing. I just think that they were over the top and they were really extreme in regards to how they approached the situation. But I do understand it in its magnitude to the point where if you're the feds and you know that you're raiding Diddy's home and you know that he has a lot of security, but wait, did they know that they was raiding Diddy's home? I want you guys to check out this clip and I'll be right back.
Hey peoples, welcome to the Diddy News Update, but it's not going to be the update you guys are expecting. Chris Hansen stated on Fox News that the investigation into Diddy has been going on for months, which means that it has nothing to do with the media. They've been investigating Diddy since the first civil suit that Cassie Ventura put out on him. Civil suits get feds involved to dig deeper. This investigation was so serious and so quiet that the agents that raided Diddy's home did not even know it was Diddy's home. So the one thing that I cannot stand in these black men coming up and protecting Diddy, getting to a mic and saying, oh, they're following social media. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, these big companies want to take Diddy down. Oh, they don't want to see a black man win. Oh, what if the man is just guilty? I am so sick of that narrative. It's like nobody do any wrong to y'all. It don't matter how much evidence you put in front of men, y'all always gonna stick together. And that is one of the biggest problems I'm seeing in this whole investigation is either shutting up and not saying what they actually want to say, or sitting there and protecting this man, even though y'all know in y'all minds the is fucked up. Because even if Diddy is not guilty of all of it, he's guilty of some of it. He was so guilty to the point where his company said, nah, bro, we ain't taking this shit to court. We gonna pay her right now. We don't even want none of this evidence to come out to the public, because what? That would ruin all of our businesses like it's doing now. That's why Diddy sold off Revolt, because nobody wants to be tied to him. And then you have CBJ coming on TV saying that in the 29 years that he's known Diddy, he's never done anything wrong. And what happens in his bedroom is none of his business. And that is the problem. What happens behind closed doors, black people don't speak of, we're quiet about. We feel like it's nobody's business but the business between the people behind the door. And this is how we got all these lawsuits right now. This is the problem right now. And I get it. The reason y'all sticking up for Diddy, because y'all probably own some of them videotapes that the feds allegedly have. Y'all probably have y'all own dirt that's going on. Y'all feel like if this man goes down, they coming after y'all neck. And you know what? I hope they do. If you are anything close to Jeffrey Epstein and you in that comparison, bro, you got a problem. A big problem. And because Diddy is so well connected with billionaires, politicians, and etc., he can't get away with it for a very long time. He can pull off for a very long time, allegedly. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait and see what happens. I'm just sick of that narrative. I really am. And I wish I would shut up about it, because every time I have to report something or I see something else, it's like, God, and he's still phone like, ah! All right, I'm gone. Y'all have a good day. Bye, peoples.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, me personally, I don't believe that Homeland Security did not know that they was raiding Diddy's homes. I really believe they knew that they was raiding Diddy's homes and things of that nature. I don't trust that narrative at all. Drop down in the comments and let me know, do you believe that Homeland Security did or did not know that they was raiding Diddy's homes? I personally don't believe that. They knew exactly what they were doing. Now, this is the thing when it comes to people who are defending Diddy. I've seen Slim Thug come out, other individuals, and we understand that there's people at the top that needs to be held accountable. We get that, but that doesn't negate the fact that Diddy isn't guilty of the things that he's been doing. And so when they talk about, oh, they want to take a black billionaire down, it's not about race. It's about principle. It's about moral compass. It's about the things that he's done to people. He's scarred people's hearts for the rest of their entire lives. He has been known to delete people, allegedly, right? We're going to go ahead and just protect the integrity of the platform, but we know that Diddy's responsible for unaliving individuals within his history of being on this earth and things of that nature. He's just been a tyrant, you know, almost his whole entire adult life. So ultimately, I just need all of these rappers just to be quiet, unless you're afraid that you're going to be implicated for going to one of Diddy's parties and basically you're on video with your honey up in the air and you don't want to be exposed. Or some of them might be afraid that charges could be coming their way because they're guilty of essaying someone themselves or someone's. So listen, just miss me with all that. This is not about taking a brother down. This is about a brother that's been doing some treacherous and sinister things over the years, and he's being held accountable. Do I think that the people at the top that have a different hue than I do should be held accountable? Hell yeah. But at the end of the day, it does not negate the fact that Diddy should not be held responsible for all of the things that he did to violate people. Now, in reports that have recently just come out, it seems as though that the apple may not fall far from the tree, because Christian Combs has been accused of essay and hugging women. Now, I'm paraphrasing there, but I'm pretty sure you guys are intelligent enough to read between the lines. Now, the conditions and the identity of the particular person involved within this potential lawsuit that's in the works has not been identified yet, but basically they're drawing up the paperwork ready to go after Christian Combs. Maybe that's the reason why over a week ago he posted to his Instagram story and said, "Stop the cap." I want you guys to check out this clip and then I'll be right back.
What did TD Jake say? Wake up, wake up. Diddy Jr. is going down, down, baby. The song choice on this video, being stunting like my daddy, is fucking diabolical, but I like it because it's accurate. What fuck do you mean he's wrapped up in what? I told y'all that the sons know exactly what the is going on. I told y'all the sons be knowing what the going on, okay? Y'all gonna start paying me for being a fortune teller. I'm really sick of this shit. But anyways, Diddy Jr. is being accused of SA and also being Bill Cosby Jr. Let's just say that because y'all know what he did to those women. Okay, now even though his victim has not been revealed and the details are still coming out and he has not addressed it yet, however, his girlfriend will stick beside him. Now he did post on Instagram when the raid happened. He said stop the cap. That's all he said. But Justin Combs' mama, she is upset at the security because they didn't have to do her son like that. I don't know, your son shouldn't have been over there if you think that Diddy's a questionable man. That's just me. And I saw on Twitter that Raven is a bird brain and she hangs around questionable people. I believe that because having this man name tatted on you, even though y'all only been together for 2 business days, is crazy. Child, anyways, better her than me. Because one thing about it, when I get my man name tatted, it's gonna be because I've known this for almost 10 years. Yeah. But Diddy Jr. has been dragged into a web of alarming allegations involving his father Diddy Sr., who has been the target of multiple lawsuits in recent months alleging Bill Cosby and trafficking, violence, and other offenses. Child, it looks like shit is getting wicked. Shit is getting thick. He better hope his offspring don't sing like a canary because I would have. Okay.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that, and in my estimation, it's just incredibly sad. Diddy has not been a good father as far as a role model perspective. Yes, he gives his kids what they want, but money is just one thing, and sitting down and having conversations and showing them the way in the right way is mostly important, and he's just not been that type of father. He's the type of individual to share girls with his sons. He's the type of individual to drink with his sons. I don't give a damn if I'm 45, 50 or whatever. I could never sit back. If my mom was alive, I could not have a drink with my mother. I just couldn't. I don't care if she said, hey, you can have a drink, son, it's fine. I just have that level of respect for my mother. Now, this is just a sad situation. We don't know if this is true in regards to Christian Combs. I guess we're going to have to just wait and see. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you all to drop down in the comments and let me know your true thoughts and analysis on everything that we discussed within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.